And now let's tape my phone to the screen because my webcam is not working. Hopefully that's angled right. I will not know until this is done. It's that time of year again, even though that time of year has been different every year for the past 3 years, for the Best You've Seen Entertainment Nominees, aka the B.Y.S.E.N Awards. Graphic. Yes! Yes! And no, I'm not changing that graphic, I'm just gonna stick with it. Future me here, and you're probably wondering, why is the Best You've Seen Entertainment Nominees 2018 coming out on the very last day of 2019? Well, because I think it's funny. Anyway, because I'm just gonna jump right into it, Philly DeFrankie style. And the first category, I mean, if you've watched any of these before, which I suggest not having done, then you'll know what this is, and I barely know what it is, so maybe you won't know what it is. And the first nominee is for the category that I haven't actually said, unless I did, I don't remember. I think I did now that I think of it. Movies. The first nominee is Avengers Infinity War. What? This is just Avengers. Okay, I swear I have the DVD, I just can't find it. God, that sounded awful. Second nominee, I should really. God, I have to mess with my camera every time I want to change it because I can't see the screen. And the first nominations are movies, like it always is, possibly, I think it is. In the past, I have had 2 separate movie categories, comic book movies and normal movies. And there just wasn't any normal movies this year. Well, there was one, but I don't have the DVD for it, so so this is kind of the comic book movies category, but it's also the actual movies category. You'll see why. Anyway, the first nominee is Avengers Infinity War. This is just the normal Avengers DVD. Yeah, I have the Infinity War DVD, I just can't find it. So I'm using this as a placeholder. It's close enough, right? Yeah. It was good. It's a culmination of 20 years of... Not 20 years. 20 movies, 10 years of... It's a fucking masterpiece. You don't need me to explain that to you. You know what it is. But I think the end game is going to be better. It comes out in 2 weeks. That's when I'm filming this. So, until then, that didn't make much of a crash. That's a good thing. Next nominee is Teen Titans Go to the Movies. And I know what you're thinking.
You know, just a cartoon show.
Which cartoon show?
Teen Titans Go.
Oh, come on! That's just shameful, right? What's that garbage? You like that show too?
Now hear me out. If you look at it as a parody of the original show, it's actually pretty funny.
This is a really weird episode.
I like it!
Ice Bear hates meta-humor.
You're thinking, why did he just insert that clip? Well, it's funny, that's why. This is a surprisingly good movie. Just, like, look at this. Did you expect this to be good? No, neither did I. It was, though. And the movie that I was talking about that I don't have a DVD for, Bohemian Rhapsody. It was a great movie. I failed No Nut November because of that movie. Can you look at Freddie Mercury and not just want to go, oh? The answer is yes, you probably can, but whatever. And the final nominee for movies is Ninja Batman or Batman Ninja, whatever. It's an amazing premise. Starting execution maintained for about 40% of the movie. Then the next 20% was just stupid. Then the next 20% becomes so stupid it becomes good again with fucking giant robot houses, which I think is actually a Japanese cultural thing. It was in Super Mario Odyssey, and Gaijin Goomba did a thing on why that's culturally relevant. But then the last 20% is absolutely amazing again, where fucking Ninja Batman versus Ninja Joker, and there's like, cha 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 cha. Was that racist? I'm just gonna assume it was. And people said the PS at the end was bad, but whatever. There was, however, a part where they're on the water, and it looked like it was 8 frames a second, and it's just... What the fuck? I get it, it's many animation styles throughout the movie. I think it might be one of those ones where they hire like 3 different studios to intentionally do different styles. All in all, it's a good movie. It's just kind of awful at the same time. It's a good, bad movie, I'll put it that way. And with how much I've talked about it, the winner, of course, is Teen Titans Go to the Movies. Do you know why? Because this DC movie has the best Stan Lee cameo in it that you'll ever see, and that's not even a joke. I would describe this as, it's not a good superhero movie, it's a good movie about superhero movies, because it's just a whole piece of meta commentary about it. It was absolutely painful to watch for the first 5-10 minutes, knowing what the original Teen Titans was, but once you get past that, it's actually a good movie. It's funny, the fuck was those time tricycles? Whatever. Once they get past the really stupid stuff to the stupid commentary stuff, it becomes a really good movie. So, winner of 2018 Movie of the Year, and I guess by association, Comic Book Movie of the Year, and Stan Lee Cameo of the Year goes to Teen Titans Go to the Movies. Dab like Hillary Clinton. Dab like Hillary Clinton because of the Pokemon Go to the polls! It's... okay. Next up is Let's Find Out. Scroll. Okay, next up is Animu. However, the first Nominoo is Daredevil Season 3. Netflix Daredevil Season 3. Sorry, Marvel's Netflix Daredevil Season 3. This isn't paused, I'm just staring at the camera. This is only here because where else would it go? I don't have a series nomination, whatever. But point is, so at like episode 3 or 4, there's a prison scene where he's as non-Daredevil guy, Matt Murdock, as Matt Murdock, he is escaping from prison. And about 2 minutes into the 10-minute scene, I realized, has there been a single cut? No, it's a full single shot throughout the entire 10-minute scene of him breaking out of a prison, fighting many people, going into many rooms, doing many things, doing many many's. And it's just fucking amazing. People said it wasn't as good as the other 2 seasons, and I'll agree. Overall, Season 2 was better, mostly because The Punisher was great in that. But that one shot alone is fucking higher. I love single shot long takes that just take so much like that I find them absolutely amazing. Second Nominoo, Agretsuko, or Agretsuko, Angry Red Panda Lady. I actually have a thing for this. It's a little keychain. But on the other side is an angry face. It's actually an earring, but I only wanted one as a keychain, so I bought one of them for half price. I love Supernova. Let's put that back. Okay, perfect. It's about... okay, so imagine Hello Kitty meets The Office. That really about sums it up, honestly. I haven't seen The Office, so I don't know if that's a good comparison. But it's kind of a good comparison either way. Ruby. They finally... Let me just read what I've written. Finally got good this year. No longer looks like shit. Travel worse than Game of Thrones. How long it took them to get to this area. Ruby, 1 season. Yang, 3 episodes. Weiss, 2 episodes. Blake plus an entire village with time to spare. 1 episode, getting there before nightfall. Time taken to get to Mithril. Or is it Mistral? Either way. Minstrel? Yeah. I'm just going to edit that out and say it. I'm just going to edit all of that out and read it. Not read it. I'm going to say it correctly. Ruby. It finally got good this year, and it no longer looks like shit. Because, let's be honest, the first 3 seasons looked like shit. Then season 4 and 5 looked great, but they were just awful plot. And now season 6, volume 6, whatever the fuck you call it, looks good and is good. It's good. What do you want? Fucking high-end def commentary from this show? You're not getting it. And the final nominee, Attack on Titan season... Well, I'm really bad at remembering seasons. Ruby season 6, I think. And Attack on Titan... Oh. Attack on Titan season 3, part 1. Which, by itself, disqualifies it from my own rulings, because it's not even a complete season. Hell, a continuation of a series of a season shouldn't be nominated at all, because it's not complete. But whatever, it's up here. By my own standards, this shouldn't qualify as it's a part 1 of a season. That's what I wrote there. And that's a good way of communicating it, much clearer than I have while speaking ad-lib. So, let me just sum up the most important part of that season. The theme song. Oh shit, Attack on Titan 3 has started. There's gonna be another kick-ass theme song. Oh damn. This is gonna be so hardcore! Any second now. The fuck was that? There is a severe disconnect here. Like, that's meant to be the ending theme song that has the disconnect. The starting theme song is meant to be... I'm just gonna cut back to my Ninja Backman and insert that part in again. And the winner for Anime of the Year is... the only thing that I have a prop for, so the only thing I can be reaching for, Agretsuko. It's the fucking cute panda that sings death metal. If that's not a great concept, I don't know what is. It's not a great concept, and I don't know what is. Next up, games. I don't know what that was meant to be. Point is, Castle Crashers Remastered. Do you know why that's nominated, besides the fact that Castle Crashers is a pretty damn good game? It's because I bought Castle Crashers on the Xbox 360 over 10 years ago. Probably. Maybe. I'm not sure about the time. Either way, it was a long time ago. And because of that, I got remastered for free. I just like that. That's a great market. I mean, it's bad for them making money, but I highly approve of it. Pretty sure it was just a straight up port, but still, thank you. You get praise for that at least. The next 3, however, are physical games that I have cases for. So let's start with the thing that I broke my fuck EA roll for, which is one of the 2 exceptions I will make. The other one, actually come to think of, the other one was Apex Legends. It was Titanfall, technically, but I played Apex Legends. I haven't spent any money on it, and much like Overwatch, I don't plan to. Point is, EA break rule for this one game. Is that the... Can you hear that? I'm just going to assume you can't, because from past experiences, you can't hear it. It's the garbage truck. Burnout Paradise Remastered. At first I thought, oh god, this game doesn't hold up at all. And then I played for another hour or 2 just to see if whatever, and then I upgraded my car from the default one, and I'm suddenly going at like 300 kilometers an hour, and I remembered why this game is absolutely fucking amazing. The theme song, just like, hey, you, I don't like your girlfriend, no way, think you need a new one. Yeah, seriously, the greatest... the greatest soundtrack in any game except for Banjo-Kazooie. The next game is Crash Bandicoot again. Just because it won last year doesn't mean it's not going to win this year. I mean, it came out again. It's on Xbox, which I prefer to PlayStation. So, I guess we can take away that win for another PlayStation game. Yeah, seriously, I'm an Xbox fan, and I honestly can't remember, but I'm pretty sure the PlayStation games have won my last 3 years of this show. Anyway, Crash Bandicoot. Just watch last year's and you'll understand why I like it. Or just play Crash Bandicoot. That's probably a more accurate example. And lastly, Red Dead Redemption. That's not the... Red Dead Revolver 3. Because if you'll remember, I made a joke about that last year. It involved... I'm not going to cut, it's too much hassle. Just put it out of sight, so I don't have to get it later. A joke that I will get back to later because I'm going to have to change my shirt for that bit and I don't want to do that yet. So with this game, I don't know what the fuck people are talking about. Oops, I pressed the wrong button and I shot half the town. Or, oh no, I ran over a pebble and my horse fucking exploded. It seems to me that you just fucking suck. Like, the closest I came was I accidentally knocked over a woman on my horse and she ran away. I'm just going to read this because I remember what happened. I just have... My scripts are better worded than I am app-living. The closest I came to any of that is I was riding on my horse and I accidentally knocked over a woman. And she ran off and got the cops and the little indication up the top said, investigating crime. And I was like, what the fuck? That's stupid. And you... Fuck it. I get off the horse and I'm prepared to shoot the shit out of him and then just fly off and whatever. You know what happens? Cop, just a Bobby walks up to me like, Bobby, 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 Bobby. It means British cop. I'm not British. He comes up to me, and I'm like, good evening, sir. Oi, 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 what's going on here? Oh, 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 oh. And I press the diffuse button, which is an option for dialogue. And he's like, oi, oi, don't do it again. Oh, 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 Bobby, 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 Bobby. That's my cop noise. Blue lives matter. It's not true. No lives matter. And that was that. It's almost as if you somehow shoot up an entire town like, oh, the game's buttons are broken. They don't make no sense. You're just a fucking moron who needs to get good. Let me read the rest of this. Heard about I accidentally killed my horse, destroyed the carriage, got stuck between two buildings, got hit by a train, stabbed by a guy, and every time I failed the mission, it's brutal. No, it's not brutal at all. You're just a fucking moron. I've had 2 horses die. One was shot. That was my first. I named it Blue Fast. And that one really hurt. It did. I'm reading this because... It did. It really hurt. I miss Blue Fast. I don't remember him until reading this, but at the time, I missed him. The second one died literally within 10 minutes of getting it. And as I was out of the fucking other side of the map, thanks to a damn Mika mission, and I set a waypoint for the map, I put on cinematic mode and AFK'd. I got back to the camp, and my horse was dead. I don't know how, but it just died outside of the camp. My guess is I was getting chased, and when I got to the marker, it just stopped, and they got shot. And that's how Orange Background died. My next horse was Purple Smart, who I abandoned pretty fast and found a really good Appaloosan horse, who was black with white spots, who I, of course, named Zakora. And this was only about an hour after I did the zebra side mission for that British circus guy. It died in the story finale where, spoilers, your horse dies, so I guess I had 3 die, not 2, but whatever. Then I got my current horse, which is black and red, and I named it Donut Steel.
Donut Steel! I heard you like bananas, so I came here to kick your ass.
As for the game itself, it's not as amazing as I hoped, and it's merely adequate at what it does. But it's also huge and really the only game of its type available. But I finished it at 41 with another 5 hours of epilogue. Also, totally called the ending by about 4 hours in. So, once again, can you tell with how much story that I gave it, what is going to win? You're right! It's Crash! Team Racing! That was a bad analogy. There's a crash mode in Burnout Paradise. It's Burnout Paradise, the winner of the best game. The winner of the Best Game Award 2006 B.Y.S.E.N Entertainment Nominees Special Edition. What the fuck am I saying? The winner of the Best You've Seen Entertainment Nominees 2018 Game of the Year. Burnout Paradise Remastered. Take me down to the Paradise City where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. Oh, won't you please take me home, yeah. I'm sorry. I apologize for your eardrums, but I'm not sorry. I had to listen to myself, so you had to listen to me. Is that really? I only have 4 categories? I guess I have 5. Hype for 2000 next year. 19. Shrek 5, because I heard that's happening. The Halo TV series, because I heard that's happening. WoW Classic and Warcraft 3 Reforged, because that's finally happening. And Crackdown 3, which I've been waiting for. What was it, delayed since like 2016? And the winner is... I did it again. Not Borderlands 3, because honestly, I think it's going to come out this year. Every year that it doesn't come out, it's more likely to come out the next one. But it has been nominated for Hype of the Year and won Hype of the Year for the next current year for like 2-3 years. It's been the winner of some category for like every one of these. So, as honestly as hyped as I am for Borderlands 3 to finally come out, if it does, I really hope it does. Seriously, when is it coming out? It's not fair. It's not fair to let it win again. Future me again, and I'm just letting you know that I think Borderlands definitely did not deserve Hype of the Year. I'm glad it didn't give it to it. So, the winner for Hype of the Year 2019 in 2018 Best You've Seen Entertainment Nominees is Crackdown 3. Because Terry Crews.
It sure smells good in here.
That's because this block's beyond.
Sorry.
And lastly, we have the disappointment of the year. And I say lastly because I don't have a fuck you, this deserves an award this year. Because nothing was absolutely shit on. Which kind of disappoints me in itself. So, you know, could be nominated for that. After all, this is a legitimate award show. Legitimate award show. Anyway, disappointment of the year. I was worried there wasn't going to be a disappointment this year, but then right at the end, it happened at BlizzCon with Diablo Immortal. And the disappointment there is those fucking elitist, entitled gamer shits who cried about, oh, it's not Diablo 4. Instead, it's something the banned us to China. Oh, that didn't age well. Because, you know, people who play video games in China aren't real fans. I want my D4 instead of a mobile game that I will play anyway. How could you do this to us, Blizzard? Oh. I am more likely to play Diablo Immortal than I was Diablo 4. Unless they did another annual pass thing in which I got Diablo 4 for free. But I doubt they would. Please do it, Blizzard. I know you're watching. Your lawyers are fucking sending the cease and desist now. Why am I wasting... Okay, this bit's getting old. Actually, by the looks of it, that's my only disappointment of the year. Oh wait, do I have more? Oh yeah, 13 Reasons Why got a Season 2. I was joking when I said I wanted to see a Season 2 because it was such a train wreck that you can't look away. But, it did. It got a Season 2. And I watched the first 10 minutes of it before I was just in so much pain I couldn't watch it anymore. When he said something like, why can't you go after this guy? I would if you told me who he raped. I can't tell you who he raped because it's the person who raped its fault. I described that badly. I'm going to do over. Why can't you go after this person who there is evidence of the person raping someone? Well, if you told me who they raped, I can't tell you who he raped. That would be rude. What are you fucking on about? Jesus, it was so bad. It was so bad. Even in that scene in the final episode of season 1, I'm like, that's not proof. He's like, if I did, I'm sure they liked it. That's not a fucking confession. He's like, I got a confession out of him. Oh, I'm so smart. Jeez, it's such a train wreck of the show. Maybe I should watch it and see if it does get better, but just like the moral of suicide, it doesn't get better. Oh, that's dark. I love it. Oh, and Pokemon movie. Hyped for Lugia because it was on the cover art. Barely in it and doesn't really do anything. Just kind of is like the background things like, oh, Lugia comes to this town every year to bring wind to the power turbines. Oh no, he hasn't come. What will we do? Oh, there he is. And that was the movie. That was the fucking movie. I don't know. Oh, Sun and Moon in general was a shit show, but that was last year, I guess. I swear, he just looks awful in Sun and Moon. He has a fucking mustache. He looks like Ash looks fucking 40 years old. He looks like he's caught up to how old he should be. He has a fucking mustache. It is the worst fucking animation. It just looks, I mean, technically it's good animation. It's just such a bad style. What am I talking about? And that was the Best You've Seen Entertainment Nominees 2018. My throat hurts, as it always does. I'll see you next year. Please tell me that was recording. Oh, thank fuck it was. Half an hour, damn.